This is a more detailed explanation of the third layer of the blade cube. So the first two are already solved. And the third layer is the most difficult because of how you get the crosses. To do this, you have to figure out which ones have to be flipped around. So in this case, this green trapezoid is supposed to be in this correct same spot, but it should be flipped around to match perfectly. So to figure out which ones have to be flipped, you want to put them all where they should go in the first place. So this part, red and yellow, should come over here, red and yellow. Yellow should come over here, and green and red should come over here. So I'm going to keep the one I don't want to move in front of me. This one is going clockwise, so I'm going to start with the left. I'm going to do L inverted, U inverted, L, U, L inverted, 2U, L. Now that puts them all in the correct spot. And in this case, they are all flipped around, so I have to flip around all of them. So now, since none of them are already solved and I have to flip around all of them, I can start anywhere. And I'm going to start here. So this algorithm will flip this one and this one. We'll flip those around, and it may switch around a couple of these. So first, I'm going to do F, R, U, R inverted, U inverted, F inverted. Now that should have flipped around the red and yellow and the green trapezoid. So these two should be correct. And now I want to put them back where they were just to make sure. So I'm going to put this one here, that one there, that one over here. This yellow trapezoid is already where it should be. So again, it's going clockwise. We'll start with the left again. L inverted, L, U inverted, L, U inverted, L inverted, 2U, L. And as you can see, these two are correct. Now I have these two left, so I have to flip around these two. And I'm going to do the same algorithm as before. Again, it will flip the one in front and the one in back, but it might flip around a couple of these. So same algorithm again, make sure that the ones I'm flipping is in front and the back. I'm going to do R, U, F, R, U, R inverted, U inverted, F inverted. And again, I have to turn all three of these clockwise to put them back in their correct spot. It's going to be L inverted, U inverted, L, U inverted, L inverted, 2U, L. Now they are in the correct spot. And just in case you get a certain other situation, I'm going to show you a different case. Okay, so this is the other case. In this certain position, these two are correct, and they're all in the correct spot, but these two are not. So this one, unlike before, they are adjacent to each other instead of across from each other. So one is in front, one is on the right. And to do this one, you just do the same algorithm as before when you flip around these two, but just do that twice in a row without moving anything else. So you want one of them to be in front, one of them on the right. You can do the same as before. F, R, U, R inverted, U inverted, F inverted. And the same move one more time without moving anything. F, R, U, R inverted, U inverted, F inverted. Now this one is still correct, and I just want to move this one here, that one there, and this yellow trapezoid over here. Now, unlike before, where I usually turn it clockwise, these three edge pieces. I'm going to turn this counterclockwise now, and they should go into the right spot. So before, when I had to move these clockwise, I used the left side. Now since I'm turning them counterclockwise, I want to move it starting with the right. So R, U, R inverted, U, R, 2U, R inverted. And now that solves these. Now the last part to do is to flip around these corners. In some cases I had to flip around this big corner piece. In this case it turned out that I didn't have to. And sometimes this is rotated. So you just have to rotate the corner. But since these three are all equilateral triangles with only one color, you don't have to rotate these at all. So this one will go here, this one will go here, this yellow will come over here. So it's going counterclockwise. Then I want to start with the R. And this piece I'm not moving should be on the opposite side. So it's going to be on the left. From here, I'm going to do R, U inverted, L inverted, U, R inverted, U inverted, and L, U. And that solves these. But in some cases, when this one is flipped around, like this, where only this piece is flipped around, then you're going to have to turn this counterclockwise and any of these three clockwise, or any two of these counterclockwise. Okay, so, and the reason why I can turn these, rotate these counter or clockwise without worrying about messing these up is, as I said earlier, they're equilateral triangles and they only have one color on it. So it's going to be the same no matter which direction they're turned. So this one's going to turn counterclockwise, and I have the choice of doing any two of these counterclockwise as well, or any one of them clockwise. And since it's faster to do only counterclockwise and clockwise, I'm going to do that. So to turn this counterclockwise, I'm going to start with it, the upper right. I'm going to do D, F, D inverted, F inverted, D, F, D inverted, F inverted. And that turns it counterclockwise. And now I need to put one of these three corner pieces exactly where this is. That, and I'm going to do the exact opposite, which is how you turn this clockwise. So before I start with D, now I'm going to start with F. F, D, F inverted, D inverted, F, D, F inverted, D inverted. And that puts this back to normal, and this one is now completely solved. That's how you solve the third layer of the blade cube. Thank you for watching.